You have seen death on a screen, a movie, a news clip, a documentary. Your brain processed it. Your eyes moved on. Now imagine you are standing in an open field 12,000 years ago. The man beside you, someone you have known your entire life, has just taken something to the chest. He is on the ground. He is dying in front of you, not quickly, slowly, and there is nothing you can do. What happens to your body in the next 20 minutes is one of the most studied, least understood sequences in all of neuroscience. And it does not start with grief. The first thing that happens is a complete neurological override. Within seconds of witnessing a death, your amygdala, the brain's threat detection system, fires with the same intensity as if you were the one dying. Mirror neuron networks activate. Heart rate spikes. Cortisol floods the bloodstream. Adrenaline narrows your vision and sharpens your hearing to the point where you can track sound. In almost total darkness, your body cannot tell the difference between watching death and experiencing it. This is not a malfunction. It is a feature. A 2017 study published in Current Biology found that witnessing the death of a group member triggers a stress response neurologically indistinguishable from direct threat exposure. The amygdala does not rank danger by proximity. It responds to death in the environment the same way it responds to a predator on your back. Your ancestors stood in that field and their entire nervous system screamed one thing: something here can kill us. But here is where it gets stranger. Within 20 to 40 minutes of the initial cortisol spike, assuming the immediate threat passed, the body begins a second cascade. Oxytocin rises, dopamine shifts. The systems responsible for social bonding activate with unusual intensity. Psychologist Shelley Taylor at UCLA first described this as the tend and befriend response in 2000. Subsequent research extended it broadly across humans under collective threat. The mechanism is consistent. Witnessing death in the right context makes humans bond faster and more deeply than almost any other shared experience. For 300,000 years, that was not a coincidence. It was infrastructure. Think about what death meant inside a prehistoric band of 30, maybe 50 people. Everyone was related. Everyone was essential. When someone died, from injury, illness, or violence, the group lost a hunter, a mother, a person who knew where the water source was in the dry season. The death was not just emotional. It was an immediate structural threat to the group's survival. The body that responded by pulling inward, shutting down, withdrawing, left fewer descendants than the body that responded by pulling closer to the living. Evolution selected for grief that binds. This is why humans are almost unique among animals in building rituals around death. Burial, ceremony, mourning. These are not cultural inventions layered on top of biology. They are biological outputs. The brain, flooded with oxytocin and cortisol in the hours following a death, needs to process the loss collectively. Shared ritual lowers cortisol. It reestablishes social cohesion. It tells the nervous system, the group is still here. You are not alone in this. Archaeologist April Noel has documented burial practices dating back at least 120,000 years. Ochre-stained bones, flowers placed with the dead, bodies positioned with deliberate care. This was not spiritual theater. It was the nervous system doing exactly what it was engineered to do, using death to re-anchor the living to each other. But here is the detail that sits with you longest. The memories formed in the hours immediately following a witnessed death are unlike ordinary memories. Cortisol and adrenaline act on the hippocampus to produce what neuroscientists call a flashbulb memory, a recording so precise, so dimensionally complete, that it becomes nearly impossible to forget. Neuroscientist Roger Brown first identified this mechanism in 1977. Decades of subsequent research have confirmed it. Your ancestors did not just experience collective death, they stored it permanently. Every face, every sound, every detail of who stood where, who moved first, who stayed, and who ran. The brain was compiling a threat assessment database, and it used death as its highest stakes entry point. This is why trauma persists, not because the brain is broken, because the brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Keep the most dangerous information at the highest resolution for as long as possible. For most of human history, forgetting a death could kill you. Forgetting what caused it, forgetting who hesitated, forgetting which direction the danger came from. The body treated a witnessed death as the most important data it would ever collect. You still carry that system. The reason a death, even a stranger's, even a filmed one, can sit inside you for days without explanation. The reason grief is felt in the body before it is felt in the mind. The tightness in the chest, the disrupted sleep, the appetite that vanishes. These are not emotional side effects. They are biological protocols, ancient ones, written before language, before fire, before anything you would recognize as human civilization. Running inside you right now, In a world that no longer requires them, producing responses you cannot name or turn off. You were not built to watch death and move on. You were built to watch death, hold it, process it alongside the people next to you, and emerge more bonded to the living than you were before. Every tradition you have ever witnessed at a funeral, every instinct that pulls strangers together in the aftermath of a disaster, every moment you have ever reached for someone in the middle of grief, not knowing why, not having words for it, that is not weakness. That is 300 zeros in years of engineering, and it has never once stopped working.